How has it been adjusting to life as a mom of 3?
Well, I have a stepdaughter, right. And then I have
4, yeah.
4. But it really has been, I always say like the first was the hardest for me because like I had no idea what to expect, and this kind of my life was totally turned around. Now it's like I'm really able to appreciate those slower moments where you're just like laying and bonding with the baby. And with everything that's going on, you're really home, so
you're really bonding.
So it's been good. I mean, night times have been a little bit hard because there's like that witching hour, but which is really like 5 hours.
Yep.
But the snoo has definitely helped. That wasn't around with the other kids.
I think that was like just getting started, like when she was just born, so I didn't have it, but I heard great things about it.
It was so great. It's so great. But last night our internet went out, and it only works if the internet's working. And you would have thought it was like code red. I was like reading down my husband. I'm like, where's the Ethernet cables? What's happening? He's like, you're like, I'm like, you don't understand that.
You don't understand it.
It doesn't work.
Is she a good baby so far? I mean, I know it's just a month, but is she a good baby?
She's such a good baby. She loves to be held. Like, she's not one that like wants to be on her own. like, she's not one that like wants to be in the swing or anything. She wants to be held. Her favorite place is like to be like in the carrier, walked around, but she's such a good baby. And I feel so like blessed that I was able to have her in the hospital and Edwin be there. And I just keep remembering how grateful I am.
Where'd you get her name from? Because it's so beautiful. I love it.
We just were like Googling names and looking up names. And the second I saw Dove, I was like, I love it. I think it's so cute. And then I was like looking up, when I pick names, I look to see like the percentage of people named that name. Mm-hmm. Because I liked the fact that there was no Teddis in my class.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And with Slate, that was the same thing. With Cruz, originally it wasn't a super popular name, but now it is.
Now it is, yeah.
It has nothing to do with me. It just became more popular. But there was barely any kids named, like the percentage was so low. And it was really just getting my husband on board.
Yeah.
And he was like super against the name. I tried everything. I'm like, sent him a picture of Dove Cameron. I'm like, look how beautiful she is. To like, Dove is the symbol of, and faith and blah, blah, blah. And then all it took was Stassi. We were at lunch with Stassi and Bo. And Stassi's like, what? Like lovey-dovey. It's so cute. And Edwin was like, you know what? I like that. I'm like, I have been trying for 6 months. Stassi says like one thing and you're like, sure. I'm like, I can't with you.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that Stassi helped name your baby.
She sent me flowers after the baby was born, and she was like, I am so grateful that, I helped come up with her name. I'm like, I am too, because he was like fully not for it. So
that's so funny. So now I'm sure he loves it.
Oh, now he loves it. And then he's like, and there's an emoji for Dove. I'm like, I know.
You're like, I thought about this all already. Any mom fails this first month of being with Dove?
I would say my biggest mom fails is like, even though every single time I go to change her, I know that she's going to go to the restroom again. Like, I know it in my head, but I think like this time I'll be quick enough to be able to grab it and not like, nope. Every single time, like my kids in the background like saying it's a poo-poo party. I'm like, why are you guys mocking me? They're like, Mom, she does this every time. I'm like, I know, but sometimes I don't want to be prepared with the extra diaper and the new, like, come on.
Eventually you'll get it, right?
Yeah, no, probably not. It'll be like until she's like potty trained, but yeah. Right? That seems to be a daily occurrence about 10 times a day. So.
Yeah, I feel you. How are the kids doing with the baby? Are they loving her?
Oh, they're good. I mean, but they want to like, they call her like our baby. So, but there's like certain things they can't do yet. So they're like, I want to give the bath. And I'm like, well, you can sit in the bath.
Right. Yeah. Are they helping to change diapers and things like that?
So yes, they're starting to help, but Dove is like not, that's like her worst time is when you change the diapers. You would think you were doing something terrible. She's like, no! So I'm like, all right, let's hold her. Let's go. You can push her in the stroller when we go on a walk, like those types of things.
Yeah.